Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm back yet again with another reaction video. Today we got WandaVision episode 5, but before we get started, I just want to make a quick announcement. I'm going to be reinstating the memberships up onto the channel, so if you guys are interested in seeing full-length reactions to not only WandaVision, but stuff we have coming out in the future. I mean, we have so much stuff to look forward to this year. We have stuff coming out from Disney+, HBO Max, so many other streaming services are releasing stuff this year, so if you guys are interested in seeing full-length reactions to those, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would consider becoming a join member. But now, like I said, we have WandaVision episode 5. This is going to be another crazy episode. I feel like I say that every reaction now, but this show really has taken the show by storm. It's a crazy show. I kid you not, even my grandma asked me about this show. I mean, so that right there tells you all you need to know about its growing popularity. But like I said, it's going to be another crazy episode. We have indefinite confirmation that Vision is actually dead and that Wanda is just puppeting him around, which is really creepy to think about. God knows what's happening to all the other citizens in Westview at this point. I mean, we have some sort of idea of what's going on. Like I said in previous videos, we have an idea that Agatha Harkness is involved. I mean, Agnes has to be Agatha Harkness at this point. I mean, set photos that I've recently looked at just confirm that she is her. I mean, all stuff at this point is just pointing to her. Last episode we didn't get her ID on the board. There's set photos of her in witches costumes. We even saw it in the first in some of the trailers, some of the promos that they've been putting out. There's other witch costume that she's in the set photos, so I'm super curious to see what they do with this. But we're probably going to get a lot of answers in this episode, I'm hoping, but knowing MCU fashion, we're probably going to leave this episode with a lot more questions than answers. So without further ado, I'm super excited to get into this, so let's go. We're back to the sitcoms. Are we at Full House now?
Tommy, don't you want to sleep?
Actually, you know what? You just maybe we better not.
Do you want me to take that again?
Vision, let's let Agnes give it a try.
Okay, so she looked at Wanda for her approval. But, oh, dude, this is so confusing.
What's that about?
What was what?
And now she's gonna act like she didn't.
With Agnes just now.
What?
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Absolutely nothing.
They finally fell asleep.
They're empty.
Then where are the twins?
Mommy? Daddy?
Bro, what?
Kids.
Well, hi.
Dude, what is going on?
How are you doing?
Dude, I'm really interested to see what happens in this episode, because this episode's like 8 or 10 minutes longer than usual.
This morning, I received authorization to share this highly sensitive material from Sword Headquarters. Until very recently, it was the top secret location of the Vision's corpse.
Oh. Yo. That's where that shot's from the trailer.
Dismissed?
How didn't we see this sooner, though?
But how did she even do it? Bring him back without the Mind Stone?
Made a deal with the devil. Dude, I'm still thinking this is Mephisto. He has to be behind everything. That's just what I'm thinking. Agnes seems a little bit too close to those kids. I mean, like, not in the weird way, but in the way that I think she's working with Mephisto, and that they wanted kids.
10 years old.
Yeah, turn into 10-year-olds.
Wait, now hang on there a minute, you young whippersnappers.
We're not talking about her, we are talking about Wanda.
Wait, did they update? Yeah, still no identification card for
What was that
Agnes.
you were saying about props and...
Authenticate Dr. Darcy Lewis findings regarding Maximus high levels of radiation present at perimeter. Effect on Westview residents unknown. Please advise.
Wow. Dude, this is getting weird. It's been weird, but this is getting weird.
Please help me. What day
Whoa.
is it? How long has it been? Where's my phone? I have to call my sister. You have to stop her.
Stop who?
She's in my head. None of it is my own. Ah. Now tell me this. If I send an email, where would I put the stamp?
Do you have a brother, Mom?
I do.
See, the show ended. So was it her coming through in that shot? It is. Oh, wait, is it? Yes, it was. Dude. Oh, she's making it so they can't get in. No, oh, I thought that was it. Lagos. Huh.
Lagos. For when you make a mess, you didn't mean to.
Huh. Because she didn't mean to blow up that building.
Vision. Listen, can we
What? Watch TV. Turn in for the night so that you can
Yeah, he's getting sick
change
of it.
everything over again. No, Wanda.
Are they gonna see on the outside that Vision is figuring it out?
There's a family, Wanda. He has a family.
Who is it? Pietro. What? Dude, what? He's Mephisto. He's Mephisto. There's no way. What is going on? Okay, wow. What an episode. Where to even start with that, man? Like, there's so much happening right now that I don't even, like, know what to think anymore. I feel like I'm being warped by Wanda. Like, this show is starting to make so much sense, but we still don't know how to piece it together. Because, like, what is actually happening? Okay, I'll start at the beginning, I guess. So we jump up to the 80s and the 90s, I guess, at the same time, because we see Billy and Tommy. They age from, like, what? How old were they? From, like, 1? No, not even a 1. They were newborns. From newborns to 6 and then to 10. So I'm assuming this goes from, like, 80s to 90s. And this is all we've seen of sitcom footage. So I think we're done with the sitcom stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, we go to, like, modern day stuff, like Modern Family type thing, next. And that's the Halloween episode, which makes so much sense with all the leaks and stuff. If you guys aren't here for leaks, just leave the video real quick, because I'm going to talk about some of the leaked clips that were confirmed to be real. And they did show Evan Peters in them, and this was last week. So I'm going to talk about that real quick. So if you guys don't want to hear about any of that, just leave. But in that clip, it showed that they were 10 years old. The same actors that played the 10-year-old versions in this episode. They were in modern day, and it was the Halloween episode. And we also saw Evan Peters as Quicksilver, who we see at the end Evan Peters was playing a recast version of Pietro in the show, because she couldn't have brought I said mid-show she could have brought him back just because she can warp reality and stuff. We saw that with Monica's clothes, but she technically can't warp that because she doesn't have a body. So I'm thinking that he's Mephisto, because she said that he didn't do that. I'm sorry, I'm jumping all over the place because my head is spinning right now. But she said she didn't do that. and she seemed very, very surprised, just as surprised as us. So I'm thinking he's Mephisto messing with her, trying to get this whole like sitcom show thing back into place, because we see that Vision throughout the episode, and even Wanda towards the end, we saw Vision was like, he got into Norm's head, saw what was really going on. They were all reading the message that was on the computer from Darcy, and he got into Norm's head and he figured out what was going on, and Wanda's controlling everybody, and he kind of approaches her about it at the end, and we almost see them stand off, which I'm curious where that's going to go. I'll talk about that in a second, but we see that they are conflicting with each other. Vision is mad at Wanda because he knows what she's doing. He knows that he's being warped, and so is everybody else in Westview. And she starts to feel a little bit bad about it, I guess, per se, in those like final 20 seconds of the episode. She's like, I don't know how this started or anything like that. But we did see her leave the bubble, which I'll talk about that too. But as soon as like Pietro, Quicksilver, Evan Peters, whoever you want to call him, Mephisto, which that's who I'm thinking it is. As soon as he came back in, it kind of set everything back into place. We didn't really see after that, but it kind of like set the whole. I guess it kind of just flattened the surface a little bit. So I think we're gonna edge back into the sitcom reality. I think Wanda's gonna be obscured by that a little bit, just thinking that Pietro is back. Because like I said, she didn't do this. I mean, it had to have been somebody else. So I'm thinking it's Mephisto. I think it's his own doing, just trying to get into her head. But dude, this is just getting so crazy. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen at the end, because we see that Vision, okay, in the leaked video too, I'm still talking about that. We see that Vision does make it to the outside, but he's getting pulled back in. So, and that's modern day, so that's probably next episode, if I were to guess. Because episodes 7, 8, and 9 are going to be crazy. I feel like we haven't seen any footage from 7, 8, and 9 yet. That's probably the case. We probably haven't seen anything from 7, 8, and 9 yet. That's just what I'm thinking. Because I'm thinking next episode is the last episode that we see footage from. Because from what I can think of right now, we've only seen stuff up to the Halloween episode. We've seen some modern day stuff, and that's pretty much it. We have gotten a couple of shots, which I think might be from the end of the next episode, or towards the beginning of 7, because we hear from the actors and stuff that some crazy stuff is going to go down in the last third of the season. They said like the first was the setup, the second we're going to start getting answers, then the third piece of the season is going to be where the big showdown happens. So I really don't know what's going to happen there. I really don't, but I have a slight idea of what's going to happen. So I think whenever Vision gets to the outside, Wanda's going to pull him back in and then somehow warp his mind again, because from what the trailer suggests, Wanda and Vision are going to be defending Westview whenever Sword tries to break in, and that's what I think is going to happen in 7, 8, and 9. Or maybe even in the next episode, we're going to see, probably towards the end, we're going to see Sword. They're trying to break in, because we've seen footage of helicopters flying on the outside of the bubble. We didn't see that. We did see the red bubble, how she put like, I guess, like a stronger field around it so nobody could just walk right in, like they were before. I mean, they were just sending in drones easily, and like Monica herself got sucked in. And then in that one shot from the trailer, we see the vehicle, the one vehicle I think Monica was describing in this episode. They were trying to ram the force field with that, so I'm assuming that's them trying to get in. And then in the last 3 episodes, we're going to see Wanda and Vision fighting to protect Westview. Honestly, I think they are going to get to the inside, and I do think Wanda's going to be the villain of Doctor Strange too. Just the way that they're setting this up, I think with the help of Mephisto, that's going to happen. I think she's going to warp his mind, and she is going to further warp Vision's mind. I don't think Vision's going to leave this series alive. I think this is probably it for Vision. But I haven't really heard anybody say anything. And of course, Paul Bettany couldn't say that this is his last time as Vision. I mean, he couldn't even know at this point. But I don't think Vision's going to make it out of this series. I think at the end, Sword is going to breach the bubble, and Wanda's just going to disappear, and she's going to open up this whole thing with the multiverse, and it's going to mess everything up. That's going to mess with stuff in Spider-Man 3. I think that's how the multiple Spider-Man, Toby and Andrew, are going to get introduced and stuff, and all the other villains coming back from those movies. So I'm very interested to see what happens. I mean, I could ramble about this for the next hour and a half, but it's already been 9 minutes for this recording, and I'm not going to edit this portion at all. This is just me speaking my mind after the episode. This is the longest I've ever talked after an episode, I think, besides The Mandalorian Season 2 finale. So without further ado, I'm just going to leave it there, because like I said, I'd be rambling on forever, but I'm going to leave it there. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys are new, please hit that subscribe button, like button, turn on post notifications. If you guys are interested, like I mentioned in the intro of this video, I do have my join memberships up back on the channel. They should be up within the next few hours of this video going up, but if you guys do see that and you are interested, I would greatly appreciate it, and I'm sure you guys are going to get some value out of it as well, because like I said, full-length reactions, I'm probably going to do some exclusive trailer edits over there. So if you guys did enjoy, like I said, please hit that subscribe button, like button, turn on post notifications, whatever you want to do to support the channel. I'll leave it there, and I'll see you guys next time.